Hello friends, today we are going to learn a very important and interesting topic in case of biochemistry, that is fat soluble vitamins. Coming on to basic classification of vitamins, they are classified into fat soluble and water soluble vitamins. So look into the diagram. So fat soluble vitamins are vitamin A, D, E and K. So coming on to water soluble vitamins, they are non-B complex as well as B complex vitamins. Non-B complex includes vitamin C and B complex includes two types, that is energy releasing type and hematopoietic types. Energy releasing including thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, pyridoxine, biotin and pantothenic acid, whereas hematopoietic includes folic acid and vitamin B12. So what is the basic difference between a fat soluble vitamin and a water soluble vitamin? So fat soluble vitamins can be stored in the liver and adipose tissue. Okay, so note this point. Fat soluble vitamins are the ones which can be stored in the liver and adipose tissue. Whereas coming on to water soluble vitamins, they are not stored in the body in large quantity. There is one exception for it, that is vitamin B12, that is cyanocobalamin. A type of cobalamin is cyanocobalamin. So cobalamin, generally vitamin B12, can be stored in the body. Rest water soluble vitamins are not stored in the body, they are excreted in the urine. Okay. So coming on to the first vitamin, fat soluble vitamin is vitamin A. So importantly, the most frequently asked question is, what is the deficiency of vitamin A? Vitamin A deficiency results in three important deficient symptoms. First one being the night blindness, okay, and later it develops into xerophthalmia and then it develops into keratomalacia. So what is night blindness? So initially when there is deficiency of vitamin A, you will have a difficulty in adaptation with the dark light, okay, or the dim light. So the night vision is impaired in case of night blindness. This is because of the rods and cones. The rods are the cells within the cornea which helps in night vision. They have a pigment, that is rhodopsin. So the inability to synthesize rhodopsin results in night blindness. This progresses to xerophthalmia. So xerophthalmia, when there is dryness in conjunctiva as well as cornea, it results in xerophthalmia. So the main important MCQ which we can see here is Bitot spots. One characteristic feature of xerophthalmia is Bitot spots. So that is clearly seen in the picture. Okay, look into the arrow. Okay, the arrow I have shown what is a Bitot spot looks like. Okay, it is a keratinization which is seen in the conjunctiva and corneal region. Okay, and this again progresses to keratomalacia, that is corneal ulceration. The corneal portion you can see ulceration, and finally it results in degeneration and total blindness of the person. Okay, so vitamin A deficiency results in three main symptoms which is progressive. First one being the night blindness. There will be difficulty in adaptation to dim light. This is because of the pigment rhodopsin which is not being developed or which is not being synthesized properly in rods. Okay, and because of the deficiency of vitamin A. Second one, as it progresses, it results in xerophthalmia. There you can see Bitot spots. These are keratinization seen in the conjunctiva. And lastly, you can see corneal ulceration and degeneration and resulting in total blindness, which is known as keratomalacia. Okay. Coming on to vitamin D. Vitamin D is the next important vitamin. It is the hormone, the vitamin which acts as a hormone in the body is vitamin D. Okay, so the repeatedly asked question is, which vitamin is the one which acts like a hormone in our body? Okay, that is vitamin D, and vitamin D deficiency causes rickets. Okay, rickets. Vitamin D deficiency causes rickets. You can see in the picture of that baby what are the features of rickets. Okay, mainly it is pointed out, large forehead can be seen. Okay, odd curvature to spine or back, stunted growth of the child, large abdomen, wide joints, and characteristically you can see wide bones and wide ankles. Okay, so these are the features of rickets, and rickets because of the deficiency seen in children. Okay, rickets is the one which is seen in children, whereas in case of adults it is known as osteomalacia. Okay, so in case of children it is rickets, and in case of adults vitamin D deficiency is known as osteomalacia. And because of this, vitamin D is having another name, that is anti-rachitic vitamin. It is also known as anti-rachitic vitamin. Okay, now what is renal rickets? when there is renal dystrophy, okay, when there is any problem with the kidney, the renal dystrophy, there will be decreased synthesis of active form of vitamin D. So this vitamin D, which is being absorbed in the intestine, it is being converted to the active form, okay, active form, that is vitamin D in kidney. In kidney it is converted into active form in kidney. So when there is a problem with the kidney, when there is a renal dystrophy, there will be no synthesis of active form of vitamin D, that is calcitriol is the active form of vitamin D, and this results in renal rickets. Okay, I hope it's clear. Coming on to last two vitamins, important, vitamin E and vitamin K. So vitamin E, as you know, it is the most favorite vitamin of actors and actresses. So in most of the lotions as well as that their fairness creams, you can see vitamin E. Okay, vitamin E content is a must because it is a very good antioxidant, as well as the deficiency is very rarely seen, and vitamin E deficiency results in sterility, megaloblastic anemia, and changes in central nervous system. Okay, and it is actually a least toxic vitamin. The toxicity is very rarely seen. Whereas coming on to vitamin K deficiency, vitamin K is the one which helps in that of blood clotting. How does it help? Vitamin K helps in conversion of the clotting factors, okay, inactive clotting factors to active form of the clotting factors. Okay, within the blood plasma, the inactive forms of clotting factors are being converted to active form with the help of vitamin K. So when there is a deficiency of vitamin K, the blood clotting time is increased. So that's a very favorite question of most of the MCQ questioners. Vitamin K deficiency results in increased blood clotting time. Okay, because vitamin K is the one which helps in clotting because it activates the clotting factors. Clear? So let me summarize. Today we have learned very important MCQs, the classification of vitamins, what are the fat soluble vitamins, the ones which are being stored in the body, they are known as fat soluble vitamins and they are stored in liver and adipose tissue, whereas water soluble vitamins are not stored in the body. Okay, they absorb from intestine and then they are utilized by the body and then they are excreted. They are not stored in the body. Okay, and there is one exception, that is first MCQ, that is vitamin B12. Within the water soluble vitamin, there is one exception. The only water soluble vitamin which is stored in the body is vitamin B12. Okay, clear? Then coming on to next MCQ, that is vitamin A deficiency causes three important signs. What are the? Night blindness. Okay, the first common sign because of the absence of rhodopsin pigment. Then secondly, xerophthalmia. Xerophthalmia, you can see bitoid spots. These are ulcerations or keratinization seen within the corneal region. And lastly, you can see keratomalacia, which is the corneal ulceration and finally results in total blindness of the person. Coming on to vitamin D, another important MCQ, deficiency causes rickets in children, osteomalacia in adults. Vitamin, therefore, is known as anti-rachitic vitamin. Vitamin D is the only vitamin which is acting like a hormone within our body. And if there is renal dystrophy or there is any kidney failure, okay, the active form of vitamin D is synthesized in kidney. So when there is a kidney failure, they results in renal rickets. So I hope you remember the child with all the features. Then vitamin E is the least toxic vitamin, and lastly vitamin K deficiency, it causes blood clotting time is increased in case of vitamin K deficiency because it is the one which is actively converting inactive forms of clotting factors to active form. Okay, clear? So to learn more, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot.